current society, young women have been taught to attach their self-worth to what they are achieving in life, to their job titles, to what they do, and that is just simply not healthy. Hello everyone, I'm Christina, and in today's video I want to address the topic of womanhood. Traditionally, women have been staying at home and raising children. Then, women decided to fight for their rights, to be able to work outside of home. Now, we have a society of working women. And there are definitely a lot of pluses of women being able to work. Women are now able to provide for themselves if they are single. Women are also able now to leave abusive marriages and be able to support themselves. Women in developing countries are able to support their families and to really provide for their children if one income is not enough in those countries. So there are definitely a lot of pluses that this freedom to work has brought into our society. But I also would like to consider the other side of this change. I grew up with a mother working full-time most of my childhood. And I can understand why she did that. I was born in Ukraine right after it split from Soviet Union. So both of my parents had to work full-time to be able to survive. But I also remember that I was mostly raised by my grandparents, and I would only see my mom when she would come home late in the evening when it was already my bedtime, and she would just come and kiss me goodnight and play with me, and I always remember telling her that I did not have enough of her. And even now, like thinking about it, it still makes me emotional. And so right now, for my husband and I, we want to make it so that when we have children of our own, that I can stay at home and that I can really provide that nourishment that they need, especially in those young years. I also feel like in our current culture, people look down upon the stay-at-home mom, the stay-at-home wife, as if they're not living up to their potential. But I don't really think that's the case. I believe that motherhood is a very important role, and I believe that as mothers we can shape lives, we can influence people, we can really shape those young hearts. Also, in our current society, young women have been taught to attach their self-worth to what they are achieving in life, to their job titles, to what they do. And that is just simply not healthy. I believe that we are all made in the image of God, and as a Christian, I believe that our worth and value is found first of all in being His daughters, in being loved and valued by Him. And I also believe that motherhood has been minimized in our society, and job titles and achievement has been really upheld to an unhealthy level. As a teenager, I was all about achievement. I wanted to achieve something great in my career. I didn't really care about getting married or having children. Once I became a Christian and came to know the Lord and realized that His plan for womanhood and motherhood and being a wife was really great, and He doesn't limit women to those roles. God still wants us to serve outside of home and in churches and our communities and change the world, but I also realized the value of motherhood. I realized that life is more than just about achievement. I realized that life is about making a difference. It's about serving others. It's about serving God with my life and loving people around me, loving and serving those around me. I realized that the role of a wife and mother is a very important one, and we should not minimize those roles in our society. Because as mothers, we can have the power to influence our children. We can shape their hearts. We can teach them to love others. We can teach them to serve others. We can teach them to be giving and to be caring about others. We can teach them our faith, our Christian values. We can teach them the Bible. We can model to them what is it like to live out the gospel with our lives. And I believe as mothers we can change the world just by staying at home. So let's not minimize this role in our society. I realized that life is not measured by how much I have achieved, but rather by how well I have loved. So obviously it's your life and it's your choice to make whether you want to work outside of home or not. There may be seasons in life when you do work outside of home, and there may be seasons in life when you choose to stay at home with your children. But regardless of what you choose, I just want all women to have the choice to be able to work outside of home or to be able to stay at home and not be looked down upon as if they're not living up to their full potential. But I just want to make this video to help us all be aware that we do have the choice to work outside of home, but we also have the choice of staying at home, and we should not minimize the role of staying at home and thinking that people who stay at home are not living up to their potential. I believe that role of mother and wife is a very important one. It's how we nurture people, it's how we can contribute, and we can totally make a difference with our lives just by staying at home. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, then give it a like, and if you want to see more videos like this one, then subscribe to my channel. Bye!